Hi, Jennifer with Mindful Movement, Mindful Living, and I am here today with an easy, simple, and healthy recipe. My favorite type of recipe, really. This is a lentil recipe, which I make a lot. It's definitely one of my core recipes that I make, especially in the colder months. And it only requires a few ingredients, many that I have on hand, usually all the time anyway. So all I'm using today for this recipe are 2 shallots, and I just have them pre-chopped so that you don't have to watch me chop them. I have some just lentils, 1 cup of lentils that I rinsed already, 3 cups of broth, and I have chicken broth in here that I made, but you can use vegetable broth or even water would work. It just doesn't have obviously as much flavor as a broth does. But if you wanted to make it vegetarian, or if that's what you have on hand, you can use vegetable as well. I do that often myself. And then some oil or butter. So the oil or butter, or even ghee works as well. I happen to have just olive oil on hand, so I'm using that today. And then just a little bit of salt. So let's get started. So nice and easy, really low ingredients, so it makes it simple. So to start, I'm just going to take a little bit of the oil in the shallots, and I'm just gonna put it in here and just get the shallots going. I love the, make it a little hot. I love the smell of the shallots in the pan, just sort of sauteing. So this takes really just a few minutes. This is actually, not used to using, I don't usually cook on this little burner. Usually I cook on my stovetop. This is a little hotter, so it won't take as long, I don't think. But this is, just takes a couple minutes just to get them just sort of softened. And it smells so good. I love shallots. Just get them kind of softened up in there. And keep an eye on them because sometimes they can burn quickly. It's sort of like garlic. So just keep an eye on them. Don't step away with these in here. So these are actually already looking kind of soft. So just a few minutes. Good. So next I'm going to add the lentils. Now, as I'm filming this, it is the morning of New Year's Eve. So, and I always make these on New Year's Eve because they're just a tradition. In Italy, they're a traditional New Year's food. Lentils are for good luck. So I believe the reason that lentils are the lucky food of New Year's is because they look like little coins. So if you look closely, they look kind of like little coins, right? So they're supposed to help bring, I think, good luck and prosperity in the new year, which sounds great, right? So here we go. So I'm just gonna add the lentils now. So it's 1 cup of lentils going in here. And I just give them just a little stir. And then I'm gonna add from here, so 3 cups of liquid, which in this case is chicken broth. So I'm just gonna put that in. Just get this going. So I'm just going to kind of stir this up. And then, there you go. It smells really good now. So now, I'm just going to bring this up. So I'm just going to let it, so it just starts to simmer. So I'm just going to give it a minute. Now, whether or not you believe that lentils bring prosperity in the new year, they certainly are healthy. They have a lot, they're a great vegetarian source of protein, which is nice. And you could easily make this a vegetarian dish by just either using water or vegetable broth instead of the chicken. But lentils have iron, they have folate, they've got fiber, magnesium, they're complex carbohydrates. The list goes on. So there are many benefits to lentils, whether or not you think they're lucky for the new year. So I'm just gonna let this just come to a little simmer. Good. And it really does, the prep work for this really doesn't take much. I mean, I'm basically almost done. They're just gonna have to simmer. So I'm just bringing this just so that it comes up to a little bit more of a simmer, so they warm up a little bit more. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of salt in. So I just put like, I'll call that a pinch of salt that I put in. You can put whatever you like, however much you like, and in there. Good. And it's ready to go. So now, all I have to do is just wait about 20 to 30 minutes. So just let them simmer. About 20 to 30 minutes, it'll start to absorb the liquid. And it's surprising, I think there's so much liquid in there. Right now it looks like a soup, but in 20 or 30 minutes, most of it will be absorbed. So to about 20 minutes till the lentils are softened, the liquid is absorbed, and then you'll be ready to serve them. This also keeps well. Sometimes I'll serve them even like if I have leftovers, you can serve them cold and in a salad or something like that. So it's a nice sort of make ahead sort of meal prep dish as well. So definitely a core, just one of my core recipes that I make. And that's it. It's done. So I'm just gonna let this simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes until the liquid is absorbed and the lentils are soft, and then I'll be ready to serve them. Maybe for a lucky new year, hopefully. So I hope you enjoy this simple, easy, healthy recipe, and here's wishing you lots of good fortune and health.